Hi everyone, welcome to Tuesday. Today there was an Apple event and it was at 10 a.m. That's inconvenient. So instead it's now 7 p.m. and we've got everyone? We have everyone.
It's everyone.
We have everyone. We have everyone. Everyone is here just to watch this. It's iPads?
It's iPad.
Don't spoil it.
It's iPad. It's just
I brought a project.
Yeah, it might.
Look how cool it is.
Contractual obligation not to have an opinion about a competitor product.
Jeff won't be talking in today's vlog.
Does iPad come with SSH, Chaz?
Why are you asking Chaz?
I don't know.
I'm
Now mad at me.
gonna start this so it plays. I don't know what shh is. We watched the Apple event. It was 38 minutes long. It was entirely about the iPad. I thought maybe it was the iPad and like something else.
They talked about the Vision Pro for 2 seconds.
Yeah, that was
Like this product that we launched that no one hated and everything is great about it. We love
These 4 people use the Vision Pro.
I know that they had
These
to.
4 people didn't return it.
They scaled back the numbers because they were hoping to sell or release like 400,000, and it's 200,000 now. Like it's half as much of what they thought.
A lot.
Yeah.
And in this economy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's anyway. The iPad stuff. There's an Air. It's something. It does something.
In the last 90 seconds, they reminded everyone that the iPad and the iPad Mini exist.
Yeah.
And I did not understand the difference between the iPad and the iPad Air. I thought the iPad Air was the budget model.
The most.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone said no, but I don't know.
No.
Yeah, the only time I ever used an iPad was at work. I used to use them, it's like our checkout and
Yeah.
stuff. And then that was how some of my employees got yelled at by random old people who thought that they were on their phone. As they're literally placing their order, I had one person who got very combative and definitely like slapped one of my employees on the shoulder about pay attention to me and don't look at your phone.
Incredible.
And I stepped in. I was like, we're done. We're finished. Hi, this is called an iPad. We do our
That should be
orders on
what the
it.
marketing is for the next iPad. Slaps it at someone. No, this is an iPad.
Yeah, it was iPad Mini.
The only thing that's interesting to me is the iPad Pro and because if I was going to get a thing, I would want it to be able to do like production stuff. The iPad Pro is better.
That's what they said.
They have improved
Sure
branch
did say
prediction on the CPUs.
What does
Yeah,
that
they did
mean?
release the new chip. That's notable. They got the M4.
Yeah, that is notable.
It has more.
Better branch prediction, and it's
Yeah.
three times more.
3 times more brain.
3 times more.
Is it? I don't think it's 3
They
times.
said one of the iPads was
It
three
was
times
three
more.
times more than their first one.
The technical specs on these talks are like, it's 3 times more good.
I mean,
They say that in a few different ways.
Yeah.
yeah. The one part that was interesting to me, because everything else was just like, oh, okay, iPads. And iPads are neat, but I don't need one. The one part that was interesting is that they have a new live multicam app that works between iPads and iPhones, and that's fascinating. So you can have people with up to 4 iPhones filming something, and then someone has an iPad, and they can see all of the phones at once, and they can control them. So like they can control the zoom and the focus and all of that, and record it and put that directly into like a Final Cut project.
I hate the implications of that for us as your friends.
Yeah, I was like, if that means that you can live select a camera and then that's just one feed to OBS or something.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah.
Like to use for like mail makes stuff.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right?
I
is
just
that
used 2 C920s when I streamed, and that was good enough for me.
So this is super relevant even as of late because we did the gardening stream.
Yeah.
And doing the gardening stream was like, okay, so we're going to mount a wireless HDMI adapter on top of this camera and send the feed up. And like I was going to say we're not too far off, but no, we're here. We're here to a reality where like actually, if you and your friends just have iPhones, you could just link them up to an iPad and record stuff that way. And the fact that you can do that is amazing.
Wait.
You can save so much time. What?
Does that mean that we can write off our iPhones as business purchases for your business?
Yeah, I don't.
My phone's getting a little
That means
old.
Steven needs to pay us the price of. He needs to buy us new
Steven's
iPhones.
gonna buy his phone.
Hey, yeah,
And
my
then-
phone. My
Just
phone.
because-
I like how this just keeps.
just be
We can write these
obligated
off.
to
Wait, no,
wear-
Steven's going to buy phones.
We'll wear our Steven phones like strapped to our chest at all times with the
He
Final
can
Cut
access
camera
it whenever
app
he
open.
wants.
And then you can just you don't even have to like edit vlogs. You can just do it all live. You just switch to each of your friends' camera views at any time.
It's a heavy sigh from Jepson.
I'm leaving.
Yeah.
You cannot strap a camera to my chest for all time.
Anyway, the beautiful thing about that is that all of the production stuff continues to become more accessible, like over and over and over again, because we've seen, so many advances in the last 10 years, and now we're to the point where like you can just shoot video on your phone and it's great. This is the second Apple event that they've shot entirely on iPhone, and I just love that everything is easier for everyone to use now. You don't have to spend a bunch of money on equipment.
I mean, we saw those prices.
You trying to convince yourself?
Wait, so you can throw
It
away
is-
all your C stands now?
Well,
Wait,
I mean,
you can
it's
throw away all your cameras.
well. My point being is that like if you're using an iPhone as your primary phone, like you already have the phone. Sometimes people are buying iPads for different reasons, but also like an iPad is cheaper than buying the other things necessary, right? So like it is cheaper.
What did they say the base storage is now? 256 gigs?
It's either 128 or 256. It depends on the iPad.
Yeah.
I think the Air is 128 and the Pro is 256. It better be.
My phone has like 8 gigs, so it's not very practical.
That's because you have like an SE version 2 or
you
something.
said the
It's-
iPhone bad.
You have iPhone bad.
They said in the presentation that they made an app for you to do the multicam, but can that app independently record footage?
Yes, that's the other thing they said, is that they released Final Cut Pro Camera, and they said that you can record independently. So that's a thing that I'm definitely going to test out the minute I'm done recording this clip. If that's available today, that'll be the first time Apple will have given iPhone users like first-party app support for all of the controls of the camera. Because right now you have to use some other app to get access to like shutter speed or white balance or whatever. But now there's going to be an app made by Apple that supports that. And that's neat. It's probably not going to be as good as like Filmic or Blackmagic. But it might be. I'll look into it.
I'll make cheesecakes.
There's cheesecake.
Oh,
Cheesecake.
yeah, we brought our own dinner.
Yeah, sure. That's a thing that happened. How's the charcutes?
It was good.
We had charcuterie.
It's a beautiful mountain.
And there's what's on top?
Cinnamon peach.
If only
I
we
made
had
cinnamon peach
AI.
compote.
If only we had AI to tell us.
Oh, that was the other
What's all
notable
this?
thing.
What's that?
Yeah,
The
they
other
said-
notable-
they said the A word.
That this was the first Apple event that they ever said AI. Because in the past they've talked about machine learning, they've never said the words AI, and this is the first time they ever have. And I'm sure it's because next month is WWDC, and they're going to be talking about iOS and the fact that like Siri is completely being overhauled to incorporate AI. So
Because they're a publicly traded company and investors are too stupid to understand what machine learning and neural networks and
I mean,
etc. are.
I'm inclined to agree with you, but there was the event not long ago during the heyday of everyone saying AI, and Apple very deliberately never said it. So
Yes, because they were trying to maintain the precision of the usage of that term. And then
and now it's
everybody wants to hear that term, and so they are bowing to market pressure. and using
that's
it.
fair.
We're ready for cheesecake.
Oh, Shepson's really ready. Do you need to take 4 for this?
I might.
This game is wild. Like, there's some stuff that happens that's just really E-toy-esque. Yeah, it's a very E-toy-esque game.
Maybe one day we'll stream this. But until then, Mal needs to like play through it and take notes. Quick recommendation: if you decide to play Okage, it's not great on PS5. It's a PS4 game that you can play on PS5, and as far as I remember, it looked fine on PS4, but on PS5, it's got a lot of graphical issues, I'm not going to call it unplayable. It's not unplayable, but it's a pretty bad experience. So if you have both the PS4 and 5, play it on the PS4. Yeah, it's a great game. I think it's a game that Mal's always wanted to bring to, you know, content in some way. I just don't know when, because it's long and some parts are a little tedious, but it is a very funny game. So maybe at some point. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. It was nice to watch the Apple event. The Final Cut Pro camera app is not out yet as of the time of this recording, so I couldn't test it out, but I'm really looking forward to seeing like what exactly it is and what kind of control they give you. Again, there's no way that they give you as much control as like the Blackmagic camera app, which, by the way, is free. So if you have an iPhone and you want full control over doing video, the Blackmagic camera app is free and you should download it. But it'll be interesting to see what kind of controls they'll give you in a first-party app and see if that's, I don't know, easier to use. Maybe it falls somewhere between the default camera app and Blackmagic. We'll see. But otherwise, again, iPads are neat, and there are people that can use them. I just don't have any real use for it. Maybe someday there will be some reason I'll be like, oh, okay, this replaces a laptop for me or something. But currently it doesn't. The exciting thing will be next month, because next month is WWDC, which is it's the annual developers conference, but it's also where they talk about software, and that's always interesting to me to see like what's going to happen for iOS and macOS. So I'll take a look then. I'm sure we'll have a bunch of people around and watch it like we typically do. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall we?